Imagine a woman so powerful, so captivating, that even today, thousands of years later, her name still echoes with mystery and intrigue. If you want to unlock the secrets of history's most legendary queen, Cleopatra, stay with us. You're about to discover why her story isn't just ancient history, but a thrilling drama that changed the world. This information is pure gold for anyone fascinated by power, love, and ancient empires. It will make your brain happy. Today, we are talking about Cleopatra VII Cleopatra. She was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. Her life was full of drama, power, and big decisions. Let's start her story from the beginning. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC. She was a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty. This was a Greek royal family that ruled Egypt for nearly 3 centuries. Her family came from Ptolemy, foreign Soter, who was one of Alexander the Great's generals. So Cleopatra was Greek, not Egyptian, by blood. She grew up in Alexandria, a very famous and rich city. It was a center of learning and culture in the ancient world. Cleopatra's childhood was not easy. There was a lot of fighting within her family for power. Her father was Ptolemy II the Elite. He had to leave Egypt for a while because of troubles. He later came back with Roman help. This showed how much Rome was already involved in Egyptian politics. From a young age, Cleopatra was very smart. She was well educated. She could speak several languages. She was the only Ptolemaic ruler who learned to speak the Egyptian language. This was very important. It helped her connect with her people. Most of her family only spoke Greek. In 51 BC, her father, Ptolemy III, died. He made Cleopatra and her younger brother, Ptolemy III, co-rulers. Cleopatra was about 18 years old. Her brother was about 10. They were supposed to rule together, but soon conflicts began. Ptolemy III's advisors wanted to remove Cleopatra from power. In 49 BC, Cleopatra was forced to leave Egypt. She went to Syria, but she did not give up. She gathered an army. She planned to fight for her throne. This shows her strong will and determination. Around this time, a very powerful Roman general arrived in Egypt. His name was Julius Caesar. He came to Egypt in 48 BC. He was chasing his enemy, Pompey the Great. Pompey was killed in Egypt, but Caesar stayed. He wanted to settle the dispute between Cleopatra and Ptolemy III. Cleopatra knew she needed Caesar's help. She famously had herself smuggled into his palace, hidden in a rug or a linen sack. This was a very brave and smart move. When Caesar saw her, he was very impressed by her intelligence and charm. They became allies and soon lovers. With Caesar's help, Cleopatra won the war against her brother. Ptolemy III drowned in the Nile River. Cleopatra became the sole ruler of Egypt. However, she had to share power with another younger brother, Ptolemy Kurtief. As per Roman tradition, this was just for show. She was the one truly in charge. In 47 BC, Cleopatra gave birth to a son. She named him Caesarion, which means Little Caesar. Many believed he was Caesar's son. This child was very important for her plans. He could link Egypt and Rome even more strongly. Cleopatra traveled to Rome with Caesarion in 46 BC. She lived in Caesar's villa. This caused a lot of gossip and some anger among the Romans. Caesar was already married, but Cleopatra's presence in Rome showed her close relationship with the most powerful man in the world. Sadly, Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC. This was a huge blow to Cleopatra. Her protector and lover was gone. She quickly left Rome and returned to Egypt. She ruled alone, as Ptolemy XIV died soon after. Some people believe she might have poisoned him. After Caesar's death, there was a lot of chaos in Rome. Several powerful men, like Mark Antony, Octavian, and Lepidus, formed the Second Triumvirate. They divided the Roman world among themselves. Mark Antony took charge of the eastern Roman provinces. In 41 BC, Mark Antony summoned Cleopatra to Tarsus. He wanted her to explain her loyalty. Cleopatra knew how to make a grand entrance. She arrived on a magnificent ship, dressed as the goddess Aphrodite. Her beauty, intelligence, and luxurious display totally captivated Antony. They fell in love. Their relationship was both political and personal. Antony needed Egypt's wealth for his military campaigns. Cleopatra needed Antony's support to keep Egypt independent and safe. They had 3 children together, twins Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene II, and another son, Ptolemy Philadelphus. Antony's love for Cleopatra and his spending time in Egypt made him unpopular in Rome. Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, used this against him. He painted Antony as a man controlled by an exotic foreign queen. This created a big conflict between Antony and Octavian. The final war began in 31 BC. It was a naval battle called the Battle of Actium. Antony and Cleopatra fought against Octavian's forces. They suffered a crushing defeat. Their fleet was destroyed. Antony and Cleopatra returned to Egypt. Octavian pursued them. In 30 BC, Octavian's forces entered Egypt. Antony received false news that Cleopatra was dead. He fell on his own sword. But he did not die immediately. He was brought to Cleopatra and died in her arms. Cleopatra was captured by Octavian. She tried to charm him, just like she had charmed Caesar and Antony. But Octavian was different. He wanted to parade her as a captive in Rome. Cleopatra could not accept this. She was a queen and she would die a queen. In August 30 BC, Cleopatra took her own life. The most famous story is that she used an Aa spell, a type of snake, to bite her. She chose a quick and dignified death. With her death, the Ptolemaic dynasty ended. Egypt became a Roman province. Cleopatra's story is incredible. She was a powerful woman in a man's world. She used her intelligence, charm, and strategic mind to rule Egypt for over 20 years. She tried to protect her kingdom from the growing power of Rome. Even though she ultimately failed, her legacy as a fascinating and influential ruler lives on. Her story shows us how powerful love, ambition, and fate can be. It reminds us that even in ancient times, women held immense power and could shape history. So next time you hear her name, remember the incredible journey of Cleopatra VII. It's a story that continues to amaze and inspire. Thank you for joining us on this journey through ancient history. Remember to keep exploring and learning, because history is full of amazing stories like Cleopatra's.